Hello and welcome back to David's Closet. Here we like to talk about handbags, accessories, and all of those fun things from the male point of view. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing, watch my other content, like my videos, comment. I do like to read those. And I also try to interact with them. Let me know if there's something you want to see. If you see a handbag in my collection that I haven't reviewed yet, ask me for a review. I always have an ongoing list of videos I'm going to try to make. Things like that, anything you see. Even if I have a video on a bag and you have a question I don't answer, ask it. Today's video is exciting. I just got off work. This box has been sitting in my house since like 2 o'clock. It is 5:40. Or no, it's like 5:20. Here it is. I did cut it to make it easier, but I have not looked, I swear. I cut it and took off the label so you can't see my address, of course. Took off the side one, but I have not looked at this yet. I did that because in my new little area, I don't have access to all my Cricut tools, which is what I normally use to cut open my boxes. So I just pre-cut it before I came upstairs. If you do hear like any strange noises, divas running around my house, and our bedroom door where I have my little corner here, it jiggles a little bit if you kind of, pull and push on it when it's closed. And she likes to get her little paws up on it, and she's learned to use her body weight to let us know that she demands attention. So you may hear that. I did work from home today, so she might be over me because my office space is in her little basement area where her primary space is. So she's probably tired of me. So you may not hear her. Who knows? Real excited for this video. It's a Louis Vuitton unboxing. But before we do that, bag of the week is my Speedy 25 again. I use this bag 2 weeks in a row now. I absolutely love it. You guys know that it's the best bag in the whole world. So, real quickly, for those who haven't watched, I have a video, 2 videos ago. It's a Fendi unboxing, and then last week I did a update on that. I ended up not keeping that bag. The condition wasn't disclosed very well from Fashionphile. And I've had a few items recently, and I will say that most of them have been Fendi, that they've had damage that isn't disclosed. And one was my Celine wallet. So I am kind of losing faith in Fashionphile, and I really hate that because I've promoted them since day one. I've pretty much exclusively purchased from them, with the exception of one other pre-owned or pre-loved bag item that I've purchased, which was my Prada wallet I got from What Comes Around at a local store that sells, the What Comes Around section. Kind of losing my faith in them. So I'm really hoping this restores it. I returned that. I was upset. I did, in fact, lose my 10% deposit for the reserve. I'm going to consider that the cost of doing business because I wanted to use the reserve to kind of explain how it worked, how easy it was, all that fun stuff, which it was easy, but I do not recommend it because even if there's undisclosed damage, they still take the 10%. So I'm done with that. We'll never do reserve again, ever. So I bought this one. Here it is, nice and sealed, and we are just going to get into it. I think I did spill the beans last time that this is a Louis Vuitton unboxing. And I'm going to, there is some confetti, but it's all like in one little area, so I'm going to pick it up because I hate the confetti. And we are going to take a picture for my thumbnail. So, another thing I've noticed with my Fashionphile unboxings recently, I haven't received any paperwork, no freebies, nothing. This is the first one. I've gotten the nail file, which again, Fashionphile really needs to improve and expand on their freebies. I understand that they don't have to give anything, and sometimes apparently they don't, because sometimes I don't even get my receipt, which I don't see in here yet either. But this is overplayed. It's time for something else. Try to find something, a bag hanger, things like that. They have their little swag section, and they have items that are under $5 they can throw in here. So that's my personal opinion with Fashionphile. I have too many of those. And it looks like I did get the 2023 calendar. So, trying to make this so you can kind of see it. There that is. And there's the back. I always do love getting these, but again, I don't need one every single time I purchase.
So, we'll kind of scan through. Jewelry. Ooh, there's another tag on this. Okay. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh, I love that one. Actually, I think I almost bought that one from Fashionphile. I do love the cherries, which is also on the cover.
That's really nice that they include this now. I'll probably honestly take this to work and use it as my little calendar there, because then I don't really need a calendar anywhere else. So I'm glad I got that, but again, they need to think of something else. These are overplayed. I'm kind of over getting them. I don't need more of them. None of that stuff. So here is the item. Let's put it aside. And I will also say that this is still no receipt or anything, which again, I don't like that they don't do that. But this is actually at least cushioned. This is a pretty significant amount of, it says thank you from the bottom of this box, of course. This is a significant amount of cushion paper. So I like that they do that. Sometimes, again, the packaging is just really inconsistent with Fashionphile. This box wasn't mutilated, it was taped well, it had a cushion. This is a really good experience so far. So I'm just hoping that they get back to what they were, because I feel like they just have slipped. So here we are. The sticker says used is the new, fashionphile.com. And what I'm going to do is try just to slide this out without having to tear it. Okay, so I got it out of there. And I do that because if I return it, it's a little bit easier. Or honestly, if I sell anything on Poshmark, which I do sell on there sometimes, I like to reuse some of the packaging. So having that intact is really nice. So this is also really well packaged here too. Again, really impressed. Now granted, this bag, which you might be able to tell what it is from the shape, is just like the perfect shape bag for this dust bag. But again, it's nice and tightly wrapped around here. It's tied, not too tight where I don't feel like it's squashing the bag, but it's nice and secure. It's not gonna slip off. So really, really impressed there. So let me tilt you down a little bit so you can see here. Wow. A lot going on outside right now. Okay, got it untied. And here we are. This bag seems like a different shape and size, so I'm going to set it down here, get it ready for the big reveal. Of course, I've got to be as dramatic as possible. If you know what it is the Louis Vuitton Trevoli PM. Give you a spin. It says LV there on the zipper pull. The bottom has the 5 feet, and then it has the bigger handles, so they're much larger than the like Speedy 25 handles, even though they're the same similar size bags, right? Because this is the PM size. So different handles, much bigger, and then it's a little bit wonky because it was, you know, a little squashed in the box, but just the big chunky zipper. Let me test the zipper, which makes me a little bit nervous on this bag because every bag I've seen in person, this zipper is rough. I don't know what it is with these big Louis Vuitton zippers, but they just are not good. And this one's a little rough, I won't lie. So I'm gonna have to try to do some research to see if I can fix that. They're not like broken, they're just really, really, really tough. And then I'll give you a glance on the inside. So the inside is this tan fabric. It has a regular slip pocket and then an old school iPhone slip pocket, or not iPhone, just phone slip pocket. Ooh. It did come with some Louis Vuitton paperwork telling you that it's the coated fabric canvas. And then here is the store tag for the Trevoli PM. So that's kind of cool. Did not know it came with that. I mean, I guess Fashionphile didn't either. Let's see, the date code is V1 3097. So this is made the 39th week of 2007, which the ad did say. And the tag is a made in France piece. I don't know if you can read that, but it is made in France. You know, just, I mean, you can kind of see it too, of course, and I could pull it out if I wanted to. But this looks pretty clean. I'm pretty impressed with this. No odors on the inside, no odors on the outside. Of course, I'm going to do a thorough look through. There is some corner wear, which I think is just pretty common with these bags. You know, these bags get worn a lot, but I'm not seeing anything massive, something I would expect of a bag that's not far from, 15 to 20 years old. So I kind of expect that. As far as the vachetta goes, I don't see any cracking. It does look aged. It's definitely started to patina, but not a ton. I don't see anything that's like alarming there. I'm also checking the stitching. There's a few water spots on the vachetta, which if anyone who knows vachetta knows, that's unfortunately pretty common. There is a scuff on the back side. You can kind of see right there where my finger is. Stitching looks good. The glazing on the trim looks good. The glazing on the handle looks pretty good. There's a few spots where there may be a little chunk missing or like a little scuff on it. I've seen that on brand new bags from the store though, so can't really say much. The feet do say Louis Vuitton on them. And they are scuffed, which is to be expected, but the bottom of the bag is actually in really good shape. I will say, bags with feet, the feet don't really do a lot sometimes, especially if you have stuff in this bag. This area right here is not really protected. It's gonna sag and touch whatever you're setting it on. So I'm okay with that. As far as the hardware goes, it's not brand new. It has some scratches, but I'll be honest, again, for the age of this bag, I am okay with it. I've seen some of these bags that are in really rough shape. So, at a glance, I am not seeing anything that is like a huge red flag with this bag. Like I said, the zipper is a little tough and I'm gonna work on that. But that's something that I just know with this specific bag and a couple other Louis bags from the same era with the same zipper styles. Sometimes they are just tough. And it's tough. I mean, there's not a lot to say about that, but I'm gonna do some research on what I can put on it to help. But here is my Louis Vuitton Tivoli. I'm sorry, it's the Tivoli. I think I called it the Tivoli. Tivoli PM. It's a discontinued bag from 2007. I absolutely love it. This is Louis Vuitton on the front. I'll give you the lowdown here. So this was marked very good condition. It noted some water spots in the vachetta, some scuffing, corner wear, all the things that I see here. It didn't note the zipper, so that's a little annoying because there are some of these where it will note a tough zipper. But that just tells you that if Fashionphile doesn't consider this a tough zipper, some of them are very tough. So just keep that in mind when you're buying these. That if it's marked tough, I would be afraid to know how tough it really is, because this one is a little bit rough to get started, but once it's started, it's okay. So that's just something to kind of keep in mind. Before I cut the tag, I'm gonna do some research on that. They had this marked for $1,050, so with the discount of $100 they had going, I got it for $950. I'd returned my Fendi and got $450 credit back for that, so essentially this cost $500 more. So double what I paid for the Fendi, which is why I wanted the Fendi over something like this at the time, because I figured, I can save a little bit of cash, still get the new bag, but that bag just wasn't it, and I knew I wasn't going to be happy with it. So I'm glad I went ahead and returned it. I do think this is going to be a way better option for me. But I'm going to do a kind of put my stuff in it here, come back, kind of show you what it looks like with stuff in it, and then I'll do a recap before I edit and post this video if I decide to return it. The only thing, like I said, is the zipper, and I may also research that real quickly here. So stay tuned. Okay, so I've kind of warmed the zipper up a little bit. I did a little trick I saw where you just kind of ran a birthday candle along the zipper pull and then just kind of go back and forth a few times. It definitely helped. Here, I'll try to raise it up. You can see it's a little bit smoother, but it's still rough to get started. You'll see a little bit of the wax in there because I need to brush it out. But there's nothing wrong with the zipper pull. It's just these zippers, unfortunately. So this is a bag where honestly I would probably just carry it open most of the time anyway. So I'm not the most upset about it. Like I said, I kind of just expected it because I do know this bag. So I kind of know what to expect. But I want to show you, here's what it looks like loaded. Right now I don't have a base shaper, an organizer, or anything in it. And here's what it looks like. There's a little bit of a sag, but nothing super crazy. This bag does have a little bit of structure at the bottom. So in the back slip pocket, I have my business card holder because this is metal and it's kind of sharp, so I don't want to scratch anything in my bag. And then I have my car keys because, again, I don't want to scratch anything in the bag. So my house key and then my Land Rover key. The Range Rover key is all scratched up because they make it out of the weirdest material. I don't know why a luxury car maker makes like these cheap plastic keys. So I bought this on Amazon because it covers it and it's cute and it matches the Land Rover logo. So I have that in the old school phone pocket. I have found on these older bags, that's the best pocket because it slips right in. And then of course in the main pocket, I just have my little pouch with my coins and my business cards. It's already been in the shop once, guys. Gotta love that build quality. I just have a Coach pouch I'd swip out to my Louis Vuitton one. I just literally shoved all my stuff in my bag. So it is an absolute mess. Chanel mirror, my little pill case with ibuprofen, old AirPods, and then my Louis Vuitton wallet, which, of course, as you obviously already know, matches perfectly. And that's pretty much it. There's a few receipts and stuff at the bottom now. Oh, and my Chanel chapstick. So, I don't know if I'd want an organizer with this bag. That's something I do need to kind of figure out. I kind of don't have a lot of bags that I can literally just shove stuff in and go. Most of my bags do have organizers, and that's one thing I liked about the Fendi bag I bought, is sometimes I just want something I can grab and go. I don't have to worry about, putting stuff back in the right spot. When I'm out, I just shove everything back in the bag, and I'm good to go. So that's kind of my want with this bag. So I'm going to kind of test it out here before I decide to keep it. I have found for me, it's really a good idea to set it aside and 2 or 3 hours later come back and look again, because I tend to find things I missed the first time. So here is the Tivoli PM. As of now, I love her. Like I said, the zipper pull is a little rough, but I think I can make that work. But I will, of course, let you guys know in the end of the video if I decide to keep it or not. Let me know what you think while you're waiting for me to post. And I also do want to say thank you again for watching, because I'm going to end this now, and I'll just put words at the bottom of the screen if I keep it or not. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I really want to grow this channel. I'm begging of you. Share, subscribe, do all of the things, and I'll see you in the next video.